Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to episode 72 of the Black and Yellow with our beloved Denton Villa. As always, my friend, thank you for joining me. And thank you for smashing the like button and commenting and getting involved. I really do appreciate it. Episode 72, we've got right into the season. It's December time now. So I've got a lot to share with you. I'll try and get through it as quick as possible actually today. I am struggling for time like I've talked about in my last couple of videos. No days off work for nearly 2 weeks. So there's only a couple of videos per week. But I will be coming back with a vengeance at some point. I've got a lot of great ideas. I just need time off. And I am so tired. I'm so tired. Right now I could go to sleep. And I've got to go back to work this afternoon. Life is hard. But yeah, also Martin Smith, the winner of the Steam voucher. Can't get hold of him. Don't know where he is. So Martin, wherever you are, mate, you need to show up or I can't give you your gift. Anyway, enough of that. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you go and check out my Patreon and pledge if you want to become a legend. And let's get into it. Should we just get into it? Let's get into it. Let's start here with the English League Cup, the Carabao Cup, and possibly one of my favourite games so far this season. Because I did say I was going to go to under 23s, but I want to keep my squad fresh at the minute. I'm going to play the odd under 23 player, but I've gone down the B team route. So the guys who you class as number 2 in each position. And we came up against a proper Liverpool side and beat them 3-1. Maybe they just weren't up for it. My boys were. They were to prove something. But wow. Look who got man of the match. Quite possibly, a lot of fans are saying he's a legend. He's been here forever. The longest serving member of the squad. But possibly the worst player in the squad. Paul Dixon. Paul Dixon, my friend. You're a freaking hero. We then drew Wolves, a team I've quite often talked about. I don't know why, I just never liked Wolves. And we beat them 2-0. Brett Younger scored. So did Beethoven. Roll over, Beethoven! Brilliant. Jaros got man of the match. And yeah, we're still in it. And to make things awesome, like really awesome, we've drawn Brentford in the quarter-final. We're a League One. So if that my B team, I'm not lying, should beat these, I think we're going to be back in the semis, and I think we've got a great chance of maybe even winning this. We're back to back with the Carabao Cup. One sad bit of news I'm just going to jump in with is my friend Jamie has been sacked. I thought he was going to do well with West Brom. He nearly kept him up. They went down and they're 8th in the league, going at the halfway point nearly, aren't they? So I think they're just in the playoffs or just out of the playoffs, and the board have sacked him and replaced him, weirdly, with John Fleck. Do you remember when he was the next Wayne Rooney or the Scottish Wayne Rooney? So yeah, he's now unemployed again, unfortunately. But I don't think this story's over. Hopefully, he'll get a job again soon. Quick check-in with the under-23s, and they've had a great few years under Lee. And I think this year, finally, I've took out that much of their talent. They're still a good young team. A lot of potential still down there. But a lot of the main players have either left, I've sold them, they've gone out, a couple have gone out on loan, or they've finally been promoted to the first team. And they're suffering a little bit. They're 4th this year. At the moment, 8 points off the top. Manchester United are top. As long as City don't win it, I'm happy with United winning it. But I'm hoping Lee and his staff can get their shit together and put on a bit of a fight back in the second half of the season. Let's move over to the Premier League. And we are joint top. There's 3 of us at the top of the league. So we're technically 3rd at the minute on goal difference. Chelsea top, City 2nd, United 4th. Leeds United. Yeah. Look at Liverpool and Arsenal. What's going on, boys? So yeah, I think a few people are excited about, like I was excited about my young team, and a few people were maybe worried that we were too young. I think at this point we're still doing really well, like really well. We're up there. We're still competing. We've got every chance of regaining our title because it is ours, and I'd like to do that. We're going to keep fighting. Honestly, these young lads, they've been doing stuff that's pretty special. Let's have a look at 3 of my favourite games. And the first game is the first game. Away at Chelsea. 2 goals from Danilo, who Real Madrid are after him now, by the way. Got man of the match. Chelsea are now obviously top of the league as well on goal difference. So it's just a great start because not only did we have to play Chelsea, who were one of the best teams obviously in the country. The next game, the second game, was against City. At home, but it's still Man City. Moneybag City. Got way more resources than we have. And we beat these as well. So my young team, I mean, they're young, but we've still got some really good professionals like Black Colvick, like Danilo. So I was really, really happy. 2 great wins to kick the season off with. And the third game I'm going to show you was about the 8th game, I think, maybe 9th, and it's against Leeds. And I like beating Leeds because I'm a Manchester United fan. White Rose versus the Red Rose, and the Red Rose won. If you don't know what that means, we're from Lancashire, and our symbol is the Red Rose, and they're the county next to us. They're from Yorkshire, and their symbol is the White Rose. So actually, when my wife's from Yorkshire, when we used to go and visit her family, and you go over the mountain or the hill, the highest motorway in the country it's called, and there's a stone at the side of the road, and when you go into Yorkshire it's got a white rose, and on your way back on the other side of the stone is a red rose. And a little bit of thing for you there. But yeah, we beat them 2-0. James Evans, who started the season injured, obviously come back by now, scored. Lloyd Sadler came on, got it in the 93rd minute. Great victory. If we look at the results as a whole, you know, great start. We drew against Newcastle, we drew against Liverpool, we drew against Bournemouth, but we were undefeated all the way till we played Everton, and this was just one of them games we lost. Everton, who've got 2 of my old wingers in their team, so fair play to them. Then we got beat off Stoke, but Stoke was a B team. I took a risk because of Champions League and so on. So it is what it is. Sometimes you take a risk, it doesn't always work. But then the last 4 games we haven't been beaten. The last game we played was a 1-1 draw on TV at Old Trafford against United. Young James Evans again. Kid's going to be something special, I can promise you that. So, I mean, we're going well. We're joint top of the league. I think we're going to be okay. This is a squad arranged by average rating. Obviously, Dixon, when he's played, he's been brilliant. I think he's just a company man. He's a proper company man, and he does his job when he needs to. But Danila is obviously the best player in the league. Best player at our club. And then hopefully we can keep him. You got Vlahovic as well. Who wants Vlahovic? Real Madrid want Vlahovic. No one wants Danilo at the minute, but they did want him. Maybe because he's got an injury. Who was it? I can't remember. I knew Real Madrid was after someone. You're not having him. Geraint Rees has come in and done way better than I thought. You're the centre half. We did a swap deal with West Ham. Danilo at right back. My young left back is really pushing to be number 1. So, awesome. You'll see there, Etienne Payne. He is the backup goalkeeper. Couldn't fit him into the European squad. That's why he's unregistered. But like I said, we do have a 3rd choice keeper in the reserves, who's one of our own, who's quality. So he's my backup in Europe. And again, look, everyone's doing really well. The only people that are disappointing me, the guy at the bottom, you might not be able to see his name, is Mateus Ray. He's one of my kids. Just a squad filler. Filipovic, the right back, he's played quite a few games. He's been bad. Kasama's not got in the team much. The striker hasn't. Beethoven, similar to like, yes, I think maybe sometimes people struggle with the anchorman role. That's what I'm thinking. Basu as well. He's been struggling. So is Blinkhorn. But it is what it is. It is what it is, and I think we're doing really well. I'm happy with my goalkeeper Caesar, who is also wanted by Real Madrid. And he's unhappy because he wants a new deal. I better sort that out really. On to the Champions League, and we drew Atletico Madrid, Monaco and Red Star. Some decent teams. Red Star beatable in Group E. And we have already qualified. I've played 5 games. We've got 10 points. Atletico Madrid have got 9 points. And we're going into the last game today against Atletico Madrid to see who can top the group. And I want to top it because you're technically supposed to get an easier opponent, aren't you, in the next round. If we have a look, the 3 games we've won, we beat Monaco 2-1, Red Star and Red Star. We drew against Atletico Madrid at home, so this might be a tasty game away in Madrid. And then we got beat off Monaco away. Monaco not be able to qualify, but I think they're trying to hopefully secure their Europa League spot. How funny would it be if Red Star nicked it? That'd be pretty funny, wouldn't it? So yeah, hopefully, I know it's not the biggest game ever, but it's Champions League, pretty important. We could hopefully top the group today. Now we're on the board page because the build new stadium thing is in progress. That's happening. I can't see it not happening now. It's not going to complete now till 2031, which means not next end of this season. We'll have another season at Bolton. It'll be the season after that. I don't know if this series is going to last that long. I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure this series has got another. This might even be our last season at Denton Villa. You start to feel like something's slowly going to die, just from experience. My last episode, from when we won the Premier League to my last episode, I've lost 100 viewers. So yeah, I am actually considering making this the last season, so I am all in really, just in case it is. Financially, I'm a bit weirded out because all of a sudden the financial fair play red bars come back about the wages, even though I have chopped the wages down with a passion. We've got loads of room, we've got loads of money. That has baffled me, I'll be honest with you. So I'm not going to worry about it though, because we've had it a couple of times now, nothing ever happens. And we've got way more money than we have ever had. So I'm okay with that. One thing I will say with the money, and it come up in the news and it's gone now, so I can't go back and get it, is Mick Hucknall made a statement saying he will not invest anymore. He loves the club, but he's not going to invest. And in the past, he has. He's took money out of it. I mean, the directors, don't get me wrong, but there's been times when he's pumped like 15 million of his own money and the club hasn't had to pay him back. So it happens something. You see that with your chairman, and usually when that starts happening, it's not long before they want to sell the club. But the minute he's happy at the club, but he's just not going to invest anymore. Maybe that's why, because we've got so much money, he feels like he don't have to. But yeah, it'd be mad if he did sell it. Now I know I go on about training and staff and so on, and I've said this in other videos, but one of the reasons I think I am successful is because you just find a tactic. You don't even have to make it yourself. Go on Steam, find a good tactic. Then wherever the positions are in that, get 2 players for each position and make sure that 2 of them are all training that role. Even if they're not natural in it, even if it's like their 3rd favourite role, train them in it anyway because they'll get better at it. They'll be training them attributes they need for that role. And then survival of the fittest. If someone don't work out, get rid of them and replace them. And if you can find a great player that's a perfect match for the role, then brilliant. But that's what I do. I don't do the team training, but I do the player training, like I just said. And then with staff like this, I do go into this, I'll clear it and I'll make sure I go through it and do the best I can. And always aim for 4 stars or more. So if you look at that, we've got a really good, we've got the best staff going. And then look at the spread of it as well. That really helps, I think. I really think it helps. I think for FM20, I can't be bothered, I ain't got the time for it now. I'm going to have to do some experiments where I have an exact same team and we'll run a simulation for a season with or without staff and see what happens. On to today's game, and we are playing Atletico Madrid, and have you seen who their manager is? Yes, it is Pep Guardiola, one of the most overrated managers in the history of football, in my opinion. I don't think he's as good as everyone thinks he is. I think he's a bit of a bell end, and that's not because he's at City. Barcelona, I've said this before, he inherited one of the best academies in the world, a golden generation. Then he went to Bayern Munich, who had just won a treble. Well hard to win with them, innit? And he goes to City where he's got as much money as he wants. I just think there's something about him I don't like. And whenever anyone in the community, I've done a video, that guy JC's just done a great video on him, an experiment with Pep Guardiola. Whenever you put him anywhere crap, he fails like that. You think he'd be great, always fails. So hopefully he's going to fail today. But if you've got an eagle eye, you might have noticed at the top of La Liga, so they're no slouches, they're no shit team. They're obviously a good team. Look at the state of La Liga there. Barcelona and Real Madrid 4th and 5th. You've got Real Sociedad, that is, in 3rd. Seville in 2nd. And Atletico Madrid joint top with Seville. Right. This should be fun. Their best player is a former Wonder Kid because he's still on one of my Wonder Kid shortlists, even though now he's 24 and he's an elite striker now. But he was on my radar. He's worth 67 million. Don't score a lot of goals for Brazil, but it looks like he scores one in every other game for Madrid. Been there a while. Pretty good player. On to the match preview, and we are, of course, going head-to-head with Pep Guardiola. Always like getting one over on him. I think I have done when he's been over in the Premier League with us. He's been about a bit. He always goes about on this game. Always pops up at random teams. Obviously, they're favourites, so we're top of the group and we're in better form. I think anything could happen here today. We have been pretty good. The only times we've maybe struggled is against Liverpool United, where we drew, but we didn't struggle, we were even. Everton, just one-off game where they battered us, and then the Stoke game we lost, but that was a different team, a weaker team, so please boys, let's do it. Here we are with the team lineups, and we're putting out a good side. I'm giving me good young left-back a chance, because he's been playing better. My backup striker's going to have to go on the right wing, because both my right wingers are not fit. One's not fit after injury, and one is slightly injured. Best player in the world, we know that, so that is a massive loss. Without Danilo, I'm always a little bit worried because he is a freaking game changer. He's just a beast. They've still got quite a few real players. They've got, I can never say his name, got a young centre half from United, Tunzen and a Webber Waby. I can't say his name, don't care either. We've still got the old geezer in net. Like an old bunch of granddads. Let's do it. Team talk. I'm going to be assertive and I'm going to say, we're the underdogs. I'm going to go for that one. Performance. Let's give a performance. Odds against us. Let's do this schnizzle. Oh, come on. Lovely sweeping camera angle. I do like Atletico Madrid. Do you know what I mean? They're a good club. I thought about doing something with them at some point. Now, like I've said, I might stop doing Villa. If we do something big at the end of this season, the views still do carry on the trajectory, can't say it, that they're on, I might just end it on a high. And because I've got ideas and I'm not going to give it away. It's quite good. I've got a couple of mini-series on what I do before FM20, like 3-year, 3-part mini-series. We're basically fallen giants, like sort of fallen giants. Some of my sort of favourite clubs from around the world, and I think they're going to be fun, short, good, exciting for me anyway. And where I can show you guys some of the techniques that I use to make a club great, and also where the hell are the highlights? Extended highlights. I honestly think this computer, that microphone, can hear me, and it says this geezer's doing a freaking live com. Let's give no highlights. This is why I'm stopping live comms. Oh my god, there you go. Well done. Well done. What the fuck? So there you go, 1-0 Atletico Madrid. Nothing happened all freaking. And I mean, half time. Brilliant. Well, 1-0. Apparently we had 4 shots. Why? Oh, Red Star win. Right, same old boring stuff on this game. We need more options. I am excited to see what they do with FM20 because FM20 is FM20, innit? Sounds special. Madden 20 sounds like the best game ever. Don't know about FIFA 20 because they're losing the rights to Juventus out in FIFA 20, you know. Right, bollocking. So I'm expecting big things from Football Manager. Stop drip feeding us crap and sort this game out. Make it amazing. And they could do loads of it, couldn't they? We're kicking off the second half. Look, I mean, extended highlight shows you how crap the first half was if we had one highlight and it was a goal. Come on, boys, we are well better than this. Like, we're not a one-man team, or are we? So I know a lot of you still invested in it. I know. I love this series. I've never had a series last this long. My first 2 years on YouTube, I did 2 series over the year. Last year, I did Central most of the year, but I had a break for a month or 2 and did a little mini-series in America and then came back, made a story out of it, but I've never been this continuous with something, so it's been a joy because I love Denton Villa. Like I've said in the past, team I play with every year on my own. What is going on? Right, I've changed to a tactic I haven't used for ages. It's called the Annihilator. You look at our formation then, it's like a 4-3-3, freaking all-out attack, goal tactic, apparently. I've only ever used it a couple of times, although the lads have always trained in it. They've been training it for years, so they know it. They've just never really put it into practice. I mean, what have we got to lose here? Got an out, have we? I mean, just even if you don't top your group, it don't mean anything. I just think it sends out a statement if you top your group that we are serious this year, like serious contenders. It's a bit disappointing. It's been a bit flat on it. Not a lot's happened. The game's been a bit shit. Boys seem to not be that arsed, even though they're all motivated after that. We've just not done anything. We have not had a single highlight with a shot, which is pathetic, innit? I mean, these are the kind of highlights we're having. Free kicks where the ball's hitting someone in the face. No wonder people love my journeyman with no live comms. I think live comms are dying. I really do. And I'm even thinking about having none at all next year for FM20. No live comms. We just do updates and stuff and go through and like my journeyman basically. I mean, even my main series next year is not going to be all year. It's going to be maybe a couple of episodes a year. I can't wait for the first one. Big thank you to Ryan Wood, one of my subscribers, who's designed me the logo. So he's the only person. I've not even told any other creators in the community. Good save. He's the only person out there, Ryan, that knows what my first FM20 series is going to be. Apart from the Journeyman, I'm doing another Journeyman. But yeah, this has been pathetic. I've used all my subs. Not much more we can do. Should we just switch to very attacking? Should we try that? I mean, why is all the highlights all of a sudden in the last couple of minutes? It's all Madrid. Stupid, innit? Another excellent corner highlight. Full of them at the minute. Right, come on, Vlahovic. Put it right as... Jesus Christ. So yeah, I was dissing Pep Guardiola and his old man team, but to be fair, they got the goal, they've done the job. They're going to top the group. Maybe we'll meet them again and get our revenge in the final. That'd be good. Right, all of a sudden we're getting a few highlights in the last dying moments. We've only got a minute left of injury time. Can we do anything? Start to play some football as Danilo finds Buckman. We really do miss the big man on the right wing, don't we? What was that? Sadler's going to pick it up though, the young Welsh wizard. Shit. Look at how many Welsh wizards have I got. Too many. Got 2 up front at the minute. Right, come on, Vlahovic. Come on! Oh, that is a vision pass. No wonder Real Madrid won him. Corner ball, come on, last chance. Danilo, the right back, not the right winger. Whips it. Oh! Oh! Oh no, they're taking it away from me. You're taking it away from me. Are you having that? You absolute... So obviously we've qualified in second. Shit. We crap in Lycom sometimes, don't we? But I've got a game before the draw, so I would have loved to have showed you the draw and let you know who we're going to be playing in the next round. Now I'm not sure what I'm going to do, to be fair, really. I really am not sure. Because I'm wondering, do I go down the Champions League route? Because we've won a Premier League. My next game is against Fulham. I've got Brentford B team. That FA Cup's coming up soon as well. Do I come back here in March? We'll have the... Yeah, shall we? No matter what happens in that leg, we'll come back for that leg, eh? After Dirty Leeds. And before Everton who beat us. There we go, that is the end of episode 72. Sorry I couldn't bring you a victory. It was a bit of a shit game, really. I thought we might have got something out of it at the end there, but the referee was robbed us blind. You know what they're like over there in Europe, those Europeans. Always dodgy, aren't they? Backhand deals and so on. So yeah, we're going through a second. It's going to be interesting to see who we get. Quite excited, really, to go on a bit of a journey. Loads of games to play before see you next time. Hopefully, we're still on track in the Premier League. That'd be quite exciting if we are. And yeah, as always, thanks to you guys who really do stick with it. Like you are the hardcore now. Thank you, seriously. And I hope you're not too disappointed by the potential of it ending. All good things come to an end, and I don't want it to die in a shitter. Might have to go out on the top, hopefully, at the end of this year. Really, I'm thinking about it, if I'm honest. So yeah, well, thank you. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy day. Make sure you smash the like button, comment down below, get involved, get to know me, let's have a chat. If you want to help support the channel a little bit more, you can pledge to my Patreon. You'll find a link to that down below in the description. Hopefully you've had an amazing weekend. I hope you're safe. I hope you and your family are happy and well. It's been amazing. I've been Booed. I'll see you next time.